The India-China military standoff seems set for a long haul, with China responding to Defense Minister Arun Jaitley's remark that India is not what it was in 1962 by saying neither was China, and the developments coinciding with unusual activity of Chinese warships in the Indian Ocean. If P. Jaitley's comment was a reaction to China's blunt reminder that India should not forget the historical lessons of the 1962 war, which ended badly for India. On Monday, the rhetoric grew more heated, with the Chinese spokesperson noting China too is different and will take all necessary measures to safeguard its territorial sovereignty. A PTI report from Beijing said the sharp exchange comes as Indian and Chinese soldiers have dug into positions and pitched tents in anticipation of a prolonged confrontation near the Sikkim-Bhutan-Tibet Tri-junction, even as the Navy is closely monitoring an unusual surge in the number of Chinese warships in the Indian Ocean region (IOR). Far away from this virtually eyeball-to-eyeball confrontation on the land border, which many believe will eventually ease with some sort of mutual troop pullback from the forward positions, India and China are also currently engaged in shadow boxing on the high seas in the IOR, Indian Naval Satellite Rukmani, GSAT-7, long-range maritime patrol aircraft like Poseidon 8I, and warships have monitored at least 13 Chinese naval units in the IOR over the last 2 months. They range from the latest Luoyang 3-class guided missile destroyers to the more benign hydrographic research vessels, said a source of Pan-Beijing. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Zhang Shuang said the Sino-India border in the Sikkim sector is well demarcated and said India had trespassed into Chinese territory. But while claiming the construction of a road, the bone of contention, was legitimate activity, China has chosen to ignore Bhutan's protest that its land has been encroached upon, with the two armies unwilling to budge from their positions on the Doklam Plateau, which is actually Bhutanese territory but being claimed by China, to construct a motorable road towards the Dokla area held by Indian troops. Sources say diplomatic hotlines are now working overtime to resolve the almost month-long troop confrontation in the remote border region. It will have to resolve diplomatically. The two armies are playing the waiting game to see if the other side blinks first. As demanded by India and Bhutan, China should restore the status quo that it unilaterally disrupted by entering the Doklam area to construct the road, said a source, as was first reported by Toy last week. Both the armies have reinforced their positions in the region by pumping in more troops and setting up logistic chains for food and other supplies. The proactive stance adopted by Indian troops on the ground in defense of Bhutanese territory, because it has serious security implications for India as well, has led Beijing to sharpen its public rhetoric against New Delhi, but the Indian defense establishment is undeterred, with its troops holding the militarily stronger position in the area. Indian Army's border management posture in the region, which includes the Dokla and Nathula general areas, is geared to cater for any contingency, said another source. With regard to developments in the Indian Ocean, a Chinese Yuan-class conventional submarine is also prowling the waters, after an operational turnaround in Karachi and backed by support vessel Chongmingdao since April. This is the 7th Chinese submarine to enter the region. China usually alternates a nuclear submarine with a diesel-electric one since December 2013, as first reported by Toy in May.